Hello and welcome to the True Ginger Ninjas YouTube channel. Welcome back to Simple Builds. Today we're going to be building some really straightforward and simple aquariums. There's a few different ones, but now before we get started, for those of you who are teachers or students and very new to this, I'll be putting in the description a link to a video that will give an explanation of how settings should be for your students before they start playing, so to avoid issues surrounding day, night cycle, weather, and whatever. If there doesn't seem to be enough information, I'll go over it very quickly right now, just vocally. I recommend that settings should have day-night cycles turned off, weather turned off, TNT and mob griefing turned off, and in general just have everyone in creative and peaceful mode. Awesome. Now that we're through that, let's take a look at some of these aquariums that I've made. So I've made 4 different biomes based off of aquariums. The aquariums are about 6 blocks by 6 blocks and about 5 blocks tall. So we see in this first one, I've got a little river biome. This has salmon and cod and some other little plant life and a couple sandstone. Here are the items needed for this version of the build. I won't go through them entirely. You can pause the video if you want and try to find them. I'm going to one by one: glass, water bucket, smooth stone, kelp, bone meal, cod, and salmon. The next one is a tropical ocean biome, which has as follows. Again, first 2 normal ones, but fire coral, yellow, some more coral, bucket tropical fish, pufferfish, sea pickles, and of course bone meal. Then we have an underwater one, which will have axolotls, or if you choose to use glow squids as another option, that's up to you. I also have a couple stone slabs in the bottom to simulate that it's underground. Items you need are here, first 2 as before, stone slabs, and axolotl spawn egg. And for the last one, which is sort of the deep ocean, I have sea turtles, kelp, and a couple of squids. You can also occasionally put dolphins if you want to, but they generally just despawn pretty quickly. Again, items needed, first 2, kelp, turtle spawn egg, and squid spawn egg. Now, just getting through those quickly, the one I'm going to be building today is actually the tropical one. So if you want to follow along with me, these are the items you're going to need. You're going to need glass, water bucket, fire coral block, horn coral block, fire coral fan, horn coral fan, bucket of tropical fish, bucket of pufferfish, sea pickles, and bone meal. You can choose any color of coral you want for this build. I'm specifically choosing these ones as they are the closest I can get to orange without actually getting it. Alright, well, let's get started. So I'm going to come over here. Alright, now I actually am going to take out the 2 first items I need, which is the glass and the water bucket. So as you can see, my builds are 2 blocks off of the ground, and that's so that I can walk underneath it and get a nice good view of what the biome looks from underneath, while also getting a side view from the sides. And if I ever wanted to, go on the top or maybe even swim inside. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to start by placing 3 blocks and breaking the bottom 2 to give us that little gap underneath. Next, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to fill in the middle. Perfect. Now I'm going to do the walls. I'm going to go 2 at a time just to make my life a little bit quicker and easier. So I'm actually going to be going up 4 blocks in total. So I'm going to go up 2 more. Alrighty, ready. Alright, and with that built, we now have a nice empty glass case, and we're going to fill it with water. We're going to do this layer by layer to make it nice and easy to follow. So we're going to start with the bottom layer. So you're going to place 1 in the corner, in each of the corners. Next, on any side around, sorry, actually in the middle, right in either of these 4 squares, you're going to place 1 water block, and that will fill it completely up. And now you're going to do the same for the next layer. However, this one you can't place in the middle, you have to go from the edge. And so you're going to be placing one on a block like there and a block like there. Awesome. And I'm going to do it one more time, 4 corners, here and here. And that'll fill in itself fully. Perfect. Now we got our little water aquarium. And now we're going to add our plant life. So we're going to start with the coral. I'm going to put some coral here in the corner. I'm going to put something like this. You never want to actually block it off like this, because then the coral back there will die. You can see it like here. If you let it go far enough, it'll actually die. So see, turns gray, and it doesn't look very pleasant. So you want to make sure that it can always touch a water block. I'm going to place a yellow one there. Perfect. Now, I've got these fans, which you could place on the ground, just about anywhere. But you can actually also place them on the walls. So that's a cool little feature of these ones. I'm going to do the same with some yellow on the walls and on the ground. Perfect. All right. I'm going to go move on to the sea pickles and the bone meal. So the sea pickles are kind of underwater lighting. So I'm going to add a few sea pickles here. You can stack them up to 4 or as little as 1. I'm going to add a group of 2 there, maybe a group of 1 there. Awesome. Next up, I'm going to add some bone meal. Just do 1 click here. It'll add a few. If you want it a little bit more, you can do a 2nd click on another empty spot and it'll add a little bit more. Sort of add some green contrast to the yellow and red. Awesome. So we've got all of our plant life in place. The only thing we're currently missing are the fish. So I'm going to take my bucket of pufferfish first. And I personally am going to add in 2 pufferfish, as I feel like that's enough. These little guys in survival can be kind of dangerous, a little annoying, as they do poison you if you get close. Right now they don't look like much, but when you get close in survival, they get all puffed up. Now, I'm also now going to add tropical fish. I'm actually going to spam this one quite a bit all over the place. Because as you can see as they spawn, there are so many different kinds. There's yellow and green. Did I see a Nemo fish around here? Let me see. I wonder if I can get one if I place a few more. Yeah, there we go. There's Nemo. And you get ones like angelfish. You get a lot of cool things. And with that, we've got something nice and simple. An aquarium. And this can be customized to your tastes with whatever creatures you want. Whether it be a river biome salmon and cod, tropical axolotls for underwater, or it would have to also be another option of glow squid, are a pretty cool look, or an ocean one where you have sea turtles, dolphins, or squids. Alright. I want to thank you for watching my video. That's the end of the tutorial. If you really enjoyed it, I would be really grateful if you left a like. Thank you for your time, and I hope you guys have fun and have a wonderful day.